Hello, everyone. This is like a super impromptu mini reading vlog that I'm gonna try for. Matt is actually gone on a move. He's left this morning for Omaha to drop off kind of a big truckload of furniture for a client. And he's gonna be gone all day tomorrow and in the evening. So I am probably not gonna get a ton of reading done because I am taking care of 3 kids, 4 and under, by myself. But my plan is to maybe read just a teensy bit while they're playing outside, get as much work done as I can right after they go to bed for my earring business. Then I'm gonna hopefully have like a 2-hour reading marathon. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. And then I have a lot of work to do tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna be able to read a lot, but I don't know, we'll see. I was going to do like potentially 2 books, but I started a book on the way to work today. I'll tell you what the title is. It was Vow You Break by Peter Swanson. I read 8 Perfect Murders by him earlier this year. And yeah, this book is not good, guys. Essentially, it was about this girl who cheated on her fiance with a guy at her bachelorette party 3 days before her wedding, or 3 weeks before her wedding. And then this guy that she had a one-night stand with mysteriously shows up again, and nobody believes her that he's there. I don't know. It's how they were talking about things in the first 3 or 4 chapters did not interest me at all. It kind of disgusted me, like all of the sexual content. So we do not need to be reading about that. I would never recommend that book to anyone, and I don't care to read about that. Anyway, all that to say, I DNF'd that book, and I don't know if I'll start another audiobook, but I am gonna pick up this thriller. It's called The Last Thing He Told Me by Laura Dave, and I'm excited about this one. The main character's name is Hannah, so I mean, we love to see it. Basically, this thriller is about her navigating taking care of her stepdaughter after her husband mysteriously disappears, and we don't know why he disappeared, but it's supposed to be really psychological, really thrilling. I've heard a lot of great things about it. I got it in my book of the month book, so in the book of the month box, excuse me. And it's only 300 pages long, I think. So not super long. I think that maybe I could get like a chapter or 2 read while they're playing outside, because I promised them I'd put the pool up. And then we're gonna have some mommy kid snuggle time after that before I put them to bed. And then I think I could get a decent chunk of this read tonight. And honestly, I've been in kind of a big reading slump lately, and I'm not sure what exactly triggered it. Sometimes I have really bad issues with anxiety, which it's been really bad because of like the family issues we've been having. It's really bad in the evenings, which is normally my reading time. So I've been in a bit of a reading slump. So I'm hoping that this guy pulls me out. Me and Hannah, right? Hannah, the main character, are gonna hopefully solve the mystery or mysteries. Hi, can I say hi? Hi. Anyway, that's all for now, and I will check in as I start reading. Quick check-in. This lighting is gonna suck. I'm just gonna warn you right now. It is not good at all in my house. Hopefully, if I YouTube a lot more frequently, yes, I just made that a verb, we can invest in some better lighting. You know, if this is gonna be more so what's happening. Anyway, I just got done watching Monsters, Inc. with my kids, which was so sweet. I didn't even realize how much I needed that snuggle time on the couch with my 3 littles, and I got them into bed. While they were outside playing, their favorite thing in the world is to like fill watering cans. Sorry, I have a broken blind there. Is to like fill watering cans and then dump the water on the cement and make like shapes out of it. They could seriously do that for hours. So they were doing that, and I got about 40 pages into The Last Thing He Told Me, which I took the sleeve off, so it just looks like this. but I am really intrigued. First of all, like the synopsis says that her husband goes missing. You literally know that on page 1 too, so I'm not spoiling anything. But all that has happened, her stepdaughter and her are learning that he has disappeared. So that's really all that's happened so far. And you're kind of learning about Owen and Hannah's background and the moment they meet, which the scene that Laura wrote about when they met is so sweet. Obvious chemistry there. She wrote that really well. So love that. And I am going to make some dip because one of my favorite stores in town in Rochester, Minnesota, where I'm from, serves this amazing dip. They sell these amazing dip mix packets. And I got one today, so I'm gonna make some and have a little bit. I got a new candle, which is this lavender and chamomile scent, which is beautiful. So I've got that lit. I think I'm just gonna turn a lamp on and have some dip and read. I just wanted to show you guys the dip packets that I'm talking about. I get these from Real Deals in Rochester, and at checkout they have these adorable little dip mix packets. And this one is French onion. All it says is mix with 2 cups of sour cream, which is 16 ounces, which is right here. And that's it. You can serve it with crackers or chips. I'm probably gonna eat it with crackers, so yeah, they're just so cute. Something I've never really shared with anyone before. Wow, this quality is bad. Sorry about that, guys. Is one of my favorite things to use as a bookmark is little notes that my husband has left me. I like to keep them, and so this is a little note he left me, and I use it as a bookmark. Page 70, I think, and it's really intriguing following Hannah's storyline. Ooh, I don't know how to do the lighting here. She literally knows nothing, and so when people question her or people, you know, accuse her of knowing things, she's legitimately in the dark and doesn't know how to respond to people, and so that's really fascinating. I am getting a little sleepy though. It's only been like a half hour, so I might like close the house down, move my candles into my room and read in there for a little bit until I just am overcome by sleep. And the reason I was excited to do reading vlogs like this is because a lot of people ask me like, how do you read so much? And there's a few reasons why I read more than I have been able to in the past. And that's because I've really stopped watching TV very much at all. If we watch TV, it's our favorite show, The Chosen, which would be like 1 episode a week. And sometimes if I can't sleep, I turn on my favorite sitcom for like an episode, and then I get sleepy and I go to sleep. That's the only time I watch TV. In the times that I used to watch TV, I now have replaced it with reading. Matt's gone. My kids are in bed. Normally, like a couple of years ago, I would have just turned the TV on and just watched, you know, for hours, which is such a waste of time and it's not good for my brain. Really, really not good. So I've instead decided to replace a lot of that time with reading. And sometimes I get up before my kids, and after I do my quiet time, I'll read for a half hour. I am a little bit of a fast reader, and also I listen to audiobooks. I would say I do 40%, 40% audiobooks, 65% physical books. Those are some of my habits that I've been trying to change because I wanted to read more. And I was just sick of saying, oh, I don't have time to read. I don't have time to read. Like, all right. If you have time to watch TV, if you have time to scroll on your phone, Hannah, you can read. All right, it is the next morning, Friday morning. I think I read 15 more pages last night before I conked out. But this morning I had my quiet time, and then I set a timer for 30 minutes to read. So I got a little chunk read today, and I am on page, let's see, 115. So I'm about that far in. I am still really enjoying it. It's really interesting reading about such a different family or character dynamic than I usually read. Hannah and Bailey don't get along very well. Hannah really wants to be close to her, but Bailey doesn't want anything to do with her. So them navigating that as they're trying to figure out why Owen, her husband, and Bailey's father has disappeared is really, really interesting. I would say, as of right now, my opinion is that it's reading more like a thriller movie where there's only like basic things to explain backstory, but nothing really in depth, which is fine. But that kind of makes it more like of a flashy thriller than like an in-depth psychological thriller, at least so far. You want a kiss? Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, go play. I'm struggling to connect with the characters as much. I mean, I'm not against these characters, but I don't know, there's not a whole lot of depth to them as of right now. Sorry, the kids are playing a school game. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Still enjoying it. I'm actually really pleased with the reading that I've accomplished since last night. Do I think I'm gonna have a lot of time to read today? No. Did actually discover today, though, that the audiobook for this novel is on my Scribd app. So the app that I use for audiobooks is called Scribd, Scribd. There is a subscription payment for it every month. It's $9.99, but my husband and I use it all the time. There's actually podcasts on it too, and other types of shows. If I'm working on like earrings later or packaging, I might listen to a chapter or two on that. I do love the physical reading experience, so I don't necessarily want to do a lot of that today, but it might help me make a little more progress since I'm not going to actually be physically reading. The nice thing about audiobooks is that I can listen while I'm doing dishes, or I can listen while I'm making earrings or packaging orders. If I get more reading done, I will update you then. Okay, I'm gonna try to make this clip super fast. It is the next day, actually, like noon on the next day. And I didn't read anymore last night. I did listen to quite a bit, page 168 of The Last Thing He Told Me. And I'm really, really enjoying it still. I like that it's kind of like a slow burn and you're learning things as the main character is learning them about her husband. I really like that. So I'm over halfway through now. And we are actually at the camper for the weekend, or not for the weekend. We're actually at the camper for the day, and hopefully I can do some pool reading because we're gonna go to the pool. And I'm gonna end this clip now because it is so flippin' hot in this van. Hannah here, another check-in. I read a little bit by the pool yesterday, not a lot, and I think I might finish this bad boy today. That's my hope. Yesterday, the reading I did was a little bit on the slow side. First twist of the thriller just happened, and it was a doozy, and I know that there's more to come, so it's really picking up pace, picking up steam, and I can't wait to finish hopefully today. What is up, guys? It is Monday evening, so the next day again, because I am not as great at these reading vlogs as I expected I would be, and I'm gonna get better. I'm going to get better. It's a goal. It's gonna happen. So yesterday I did not get to physically finish The Last Thing You Told Me by Laura Dave, but I did get to listen because I wanted to finish it. That was my goal, to finish it by the end of the day, and so I listened to the last like 3 chapters, and I'm gonna share my final thoughts with you. So I really, really enjoyed the story. I loved the relationships between Hannah and Bailey and between Hannah and Owen. So Owen is the husband that went missing, and we're learning about his history. Hannah and Bailey are slowly but surely learning about his mystery throughout the whole book. The ending is a little sad, but happy. Sad but happy. I don't know how to explain that, but because of how the whole mystery felt a tad bit cliche to a thriller movie to me, I'm gonna land this book on a 3-star for me. It just wasn't my favorite thriller, and I've read a lot of good thrillers so far this year. It's hard to match up to the rest, and it's not that I wouldn't recommend it, because I would. There's actually a huge twist in this that I loved to read about. So that's probably what bumped it to a 3-star for me, because everything else was kind of 2-star-ish, kind of like a, you know, mediocre thriller movie, and the ending was a little sad. And so that's why it stayed at a 3-star and didn't go to a 4-star for me. Like, I read the twist and I thought, oh my gosh, is there gonna be another twist? Like, I'm ready for it. And it didn't happen, and that's fine. I think it's mostly just a me thing, is what I'm trying to say, and maybe that doesn't make sense, but there's not really any content warnings that I can think of for people. I think this is a really good, like, middle of the road thriller. I'm happy to say, you know, I'm not worried about anybody reading this. I really enjoyed The Last Thing You Told Me by Laura Dave. I gave it 3 stars. If you're looking for a quick weekend read by the pool, this is a great book for you. That is all for this vlog. Thanks so much for watching. If you made it this far, I really, truly appreciate it. God willing, I will see you in the next video. Bye.